Man, I just love being a Marine, but I gotta be honest, with these outfits, I look super bad. Man, I wish I didn't have to look like this. Well, wish no further, my friend. Alright, what's good, it's Worm. In today's video, I'm going to be going over all the new really drippy Marine outfits that came with GPO Update 9. And not only that, I'm going to be going over how you guys can all get them extremely easily. So with Update 9 came a little mini update to the Marines and how the progression works with titles. As we all know, Marines and Pirates both get titles depending on how much bounty they have, as well as how many grips or jails they have. Now in this day and age, getting bounty isn't very hard, and I have even made 2 videos on that, so if you guys are still having trouble, feel free to go check them out, they'll be down in the description. But with bounty not being the issue I mainly see is people having trouble getting the grips and jails they need for the titles. Now in my bounty video, I talk about a few very easy methods that allow people to get grips very easily, but I never really mentioned jails as I never really saw people as Marines in the last few updates. But now with this new update and the new huge Marine crew, there are more Marines than ever, and I want to help all of them out with a few very easy ways to get these cool cosmetics. Now there are 3 main areas that I remember you being able to jail people at, being Shellstown, a pretty good spot, Alabasta, which I believe is still the only spot in 2nd C, which is kind of an issue, and I'm actually surprised you can't turn people in at Impel down, but who knows, maybe they'll update that in the future. And finally, the last spot, which I feel like is the best spot for this, being Marine Fort F1. Now the reason why I chose F1 over Alabasta and Shells is one of 2 reasons. Those 2 reasons being the distance and the disturbances that you face while jailing people. Now when it comes to Alabasta and Shells, they are both great spots for turning people in when you're actively fighting in a war or something, but they aren't the best for when you just want to farm. Every time you would be farming there with someone else, people would show up and disturb the farm, and that's no good. But this is the reason why I picked Marine Fort F1. Marine Fort F1 is a coded island that most people actually forgot about, and there we can farm in peace. Now for the actual jails, there are 2 methods that we can use to farm, being an active manual method and an AFK method, which are both equally valid for farming. With the AFK method, we first set our account spawns at the safe zone of Marine Fort F1. Then what we do is we have our accounts walk out of the safe zone at Marine Fort F1, then reset. Then we have our jailer account go over to the accounts, cuff them, and then bring them over to the jailer NPC and turn them in. And then once that account is jailed, we can simply wait 30 minutes for the cooldown to reset, and then we could jail them again. Or if you want to, if you have more than 1 account, you could go ahead and start jailing the other ones. Now I gotta be honest, with these farms, I usually always go with the AFK methods, as I'm usually very lazy and I don't want to have to do anything. But with this farm, I decided to go with the manual method, as I had a ton of accounts just sitting around, ready to get gripped every 30 minutes. So I wanted to go with the manual method for this instead. Now with the manual method, I can't have 30 accounts launched at once, so what I would tend to do is I would launch 5 of my accounts, down them all, and then jail them, and then go to the next 5 accounts. Then I would just keep doing this until I've gone through all my accounts. With this method, I was able to get 100 jails in little to no time at all. I will have to say, I did have 15 accounts to work with, so I did have a little bit of an advantage going with the manual method, but nevertheless, now the one other thing I do want to point out that if you do want your jails to count and you want to get the outfits, the account that you need to be jailing needs to be the exact same level as you, if not higher, for the jail to count. If not, you won't get the jail and it won't count towards your jail counter. I feel this is a pretty good method in place, as this would stop a lot of people from getting the titles and the outfits really easily. If you can't see what I'm saying by that, people could really easily create a bunch of low level accounts, get them to level 25, and then just jail those over and over again. But that unfortunately won't work for those people. Now that we've discussed the farms and how they work, let's go over the actual titles and what you'll need to do to meet the requirements. On screen should be a list of all the titles and the requirements, so let's go over them. Our first title is Officer, and you get that after 5 jails and if you have roughly 62,000 bounty. With this, you get the Marine Officer outfit. It looks pretty nice and it comes with its own Marine cap. So if you want the Marine cap just for the drip, this is a pretty way you could get that without needing to afford the actual Marine cap. The next title on the list is Lieutenant. To get Lieutenant, you will only need 10 jails and 125,000 bounty. And with the title, you will get the Marine Lieutenant outfit, which also looks pretty nice, and I gotta be honest, the hat that comes with it is also really nice looking. After that, at 250,000 bounty and 25 jails, you will get the Commander title. With the Commander title, you will get the Marine Commander outfit, which is pretty damn nice, as well as your first cape being the Marine Commander cape, which in itself is pretty damn fire. Second to last, with a few more jails at 500,000 bounty and 50 jails, you will get Captain. With Captain, you will get the Marine Captain outfit and the Marine Captain cape, which for some reason has a 2 after it, but no worries with that. But I gotta be honest, this outfit right now is super fire and I feel like you guys should really go after it. And finally, with a bunch, and I mean a bunch of jails over and over again, at 1 million bounty and 100 jails, you get the Rear Admiral title, which has the bonus of having ships not spawn at you at all. Not only that, with this title, you will get the Rear Admiral outfit, and with that, we've gone over every outfit and title. Now do remember that these outfits are not tradable, so if you want to get these, you'll have to become a Marine and farm for them. Now, I'm not sure if you'll have to be a Marine to keep these or not. I'll put a clip up on screen of me resigning from the Marines, but if I had to guess, if you resign from the Marines, I feel like it will take them away until you become a Marine again. But besides all that, again, if you guys do need help with bounty, just feel free to check out the 2 videos that are in the description, and if you guys are going to ask how to run multiple accounts, I'll be making a full video on that soon. But besides that, if you guys want to, you can feel free to join the Discord, as I always try to help as many people as I can, and we're even having an all-seeing eye giveaway going on at the time of this upload, so feel free to join up. And besides all that, I hope you all have a fantastic day.